Okay, I've made a few major breakthroughs on Friday, late Friday night, into Saturday morning early, into Saturday afternoon, and now it seems like instead of being set back 3 months to get this thing up and running again, I'm now looking that if I had the motor, the sprockets, the chain breaker, if I had all those parts right now, I would be able to put this thing back together tonight, and it would be riding tonight, test riding. I could test it. So I've made some advances in the axle, making sure the axle is straight, utilizing a small part of the bearings, stock bearings, and the differential, and one of the battery, the bearing housings, the mount system for the axle, the mount for the motor, the placement of the drive sprocket and chain. The only one that is at fault now is me, because I thought I was going to be set back, like I said, 2 to 3 months, and now the only thing holding me up is buying the motor, sprocket housing, sprocket, chain, and chain brake. That is now the only thing. So if I order that stuff tonight, as fast as it gets here, I will be able to mount all this stuff on and probably be test riding that night. So with these new breakthroughs, I better get my ass in gear and most likely go ahead and order that stuff tonight. So what I'm going to do is, I've decided against the brushless motor. What I'm going to do is go ahead and get the 2000 watt brushless motor instead of the brush motor. So I've replaced the brake lines. They're ready to go. All I have to do is bleed the brake lines. So the new braking system is going to be back. The alignment of the axle. So now it's going to be not only the single drive, with parts of the differential, it'll go into direct drive and positive traction. This I didn't think was going to happen. Now I also have room to put in a secondary 2000 watt motor later. I have room for all this stuff. Now in the future, I could decide to go to 4000 watt motors, 2 of them. So I have those options. So I'll see how it works out with the first 2000 watt motor. Let me see how that goes. this thing is going to be fast, because it doesn't have that limited slip anymore on that differential. Part of the drive is going to be direct drive on the left wheel, and then the right wheel will take off traction a little later when the differential starts setting in. So now I'll be able to turn corners and without any great difficulty of a solid axle. So it'll still be running 48-volt system, and then it'll have a secondary battery, another battery, to run 12 volts for the lights. The blinkers, the stop lights, the headlights, the tail lights, emergency lights, horn. The horn will be 48 volts. But this thing should move. So I'm thinking about go ahead and putting a what do they call that thing again? The to adjust the speed. I forget what it's called right now. It's not a rheostat, it's the other one. I'll go ahead and put that in, because this thing is going to move like a bat out of hell. And if I'm going somewhere where I need to be dead slow at about 1 mile an hour or half a mile an hour, I'm going to have to control this thing where I don't accidentally start popping wheelies all over the place. That's another thing. This thing is going to be a direct drive system now, so if I gun it with the power, it'll be doing wheelies down the street. So that's about it for now. I'll get busy and go ahead and order those parts, because now it will be nobody's fault but mine on how long it's going to take.